Rape is not a laughing matter, nor is it a matter that you lie about. You don't cheapen the real horror of rape. I've told you now for about 10 years there were some things going on in my life that I would talk to you about when the time was right, and it is damn near right. I will share a little bit of something that my family and I have gone through over the course of our lifetime generationally. Because I've had enough, quite frankly. I have had enough. I'm tired of being accused of standing with abusers and rapists. I'm tired of being called a monster. I'm just tired of the lies. I'm tired of the lies of abusers. I've had my fill of it. My family has experienced rape firsthand multiple times over multiple generations now. And I have worked hard in my personal life to stop the effects of this over the last 10 years. It has changed my life. It has changed the lives of my sisters. You know that my father died 2 months ago. My father was my greatest teacher, and for many years he was my best friend. But my father, for me, did not die 2 years ago. My father died about 6 years ago. My father had a very bad dad. My father was abused by my grandfather. And my father ran away from home. And when he ran away from home, he ran to Los Angeles and he stayed at the YMCA, where he was repeatedly raped. When he was young, he was stealing golf balls at a country club in Seattle. My father didn't know anything at all about golf, but he knew he could sell the golf balls. And so he was hiding in the woods with his friends, and they would steal the golf balls, and then they would turn them in and sell them for money. And he was caught. And he was caught by a man who said, "Really, you're going to have to work this off. And you're going to caddy for me for the rest of the summer." That's the story that I had always been told by my father. What I found out recently was that man also repeatedly raped my father. My father found himself going to try to find God. And he went to a church, and he believed in this preacher. Instead of putting his faith in God, he put his faith in a man. And things didn't work out well. When my father passed away, my aunt had come to visit me. We're now beginning to explore the ramifications of abuse generationally in families. My family is a shipwreck. I'm figuring out now why I believe, or have always felt, as if I was a bad dad, because I have the sickness of self-doubt. I have been passed generationally the sickness, the effects, even if they are removed directly from you, you still feel the effects of what happened. And abuse was happening in my family, and I told my father. 10 years ago that it would stop because it was now being passed to the grandchildren. He said it would. I said it will, Dad, because if it doesn't, I will end it. It was physical abuse, but it was not sexual abuse at that time. My father never abused any of us sexually that I know of. But my family has felt the ramifications of his abuse and has felt the sexual abuse by others in our family. Don't you ever preach to me about what I can say and cannot say about rape. Don't you ever try to be an authority to me on the effects of rape. Don't you ever try to tell me what victims should or should not feel, as I have tried to piece my family back together and to give my sisters the love that they deserve and have never had. My family and I are standing because of the grace of God. And because we have each other and we have the truth. And if you have the truth and the courage to pursue the truth, time will heal everything. The good news is that I, and now millions of others, are finally facing the truth, no matter where your fear or the lies are buried, and it goes far beyond sexual abuse. There are millions now willing to speak, even if it means losing everything.